Well, last time out, we discovered that leaving Eric Garcia out of the side means that we lose. So we lost our first game in the Premier League, but we did manage to get through to the fourth round of the Carabao Cup. Today, we continue our exploits in the Premier League and see if we can continue our reasonable form. And also, we have the second group game in the Champions League. Hello and welcome to episode number 25 of Making Chelsea Stand Proud. My name's Mark, and on today's episode we have games for you against Manchester United in the Premier League and Napoli in the Champions League Group H. Second game. Both games are away today, so we're at Old Trafford, and whatever the Napoli ground is, I've got a feeling, just if it serves me right, is it not the Maradona or something like that? Yeah, there we go. This is the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. Because I presume he played for Napoli for quite some time, which is why they've named their ground after him in Naples, of course. Right, nothing's happened since you were last with us. Leicester, that 2-0 win. We'll forget about that. And, of course, the 2-0 win, the reverse game. I'm not quite sure what happened there, actually. The 2-0 win against Tottenham, of course. If you missed that, then go back and have a look for it. Today, as I said, we are playing Manchester United, who are currently 5th in the table at Old Trafford. Anthony's doubtful, Luke Shaw's doubtful, Jadon Sancho, he's out with a twisted ankle. We've not beaten them previously. A 0-0 draw in the same fixture back in January, and then a 3-3 draw at our place in February. That was a topsy-turvy game, if I remember rightly. Anthony, the scorer there. In fact, we were it 1-1, and then they got a goal back, and then they got the third goal, making it 3-1. We managed to pull it back through for Fana and Sterling in the second half. So let's hope for a better match today. We don't want it too tight, but as it is, I suppose that's what we may end up with. The table looks like this. I'm not sure we did look at the table last, how it finished up last time round. Nothing's happened. No games have been played. Everybody's played 5 games now. Arsenal are top on 13 points. We are second on 12 points. And then comes Norwich, Manchester City, Manchester United, Leicester and Liverpool, which means that if we lose today to Manchester United, they will overtake us, which is not good news, really, is it? Right, without any more to do, let's get on and have a look at the team that will face Manchester United at Old Trafford in our next Premier League game. Again, we are on the late game, and as you will see, Liverpool have beaten Everton in the Merseyside derby by 3-0 and take up second place behind Arsenal. Arsenal are on a decent run at the moment, beating Fulham by 2-1 in a London derby. So that leaves us down in third at the moment, just in front of Manchester City, who are 2 points behind us. They obviously are playing tomorrow, I am guessing. Yep, they're playing Aston Villa tomorrow. So all more importance for us to win this game against Manchester United. If we were to win this game against Manchester United, was put us 1 point behind Arsenal again, and 3 points in front of Liverpool. Is that right? Would it? Yeah, it would be, because we're on equal points at the moment and just in front of us on goal difference. So let's see what we can do. This is the team that will face them. We don't usually see this bit, but obviously I'm going to go through it today. The team then that will face only one change from the side that beat Tottenham in the Carabao Cup. Mendy in goal, Chilwell, Garcia, Fofana and James continue as our defence. Rice comes in on the left for Kovacic, Kante on the right of midfield, then Pulisic, who comes in for Otavio. I was going to say one. There is two changes, of course. Mount and Sterling continue as the other attacking midfielders behind. Havertz up front. Kepa, Koulibaly, Kovacic, Barbosa, Cucurella, Otavio, Broja, Chalobah and Jorginho make up the bench. And here's how the two sides match up against one another. Very similar formations. Ronaldo is up front for Manchester United. Rashford and Mavumpa are the wide players. Fernandes as that attacking midfield who's so good in there, of course. Eriksen, Camero playing as defensive midfielders. Eriksen playing forward a little bit more. And Henderson in goal for them. Dean Henderson. So that's interesting. So that's how the sides match off. Let's get underway. Manchester United with the first highlight and a corner. Eriksen corner headed over. He come back. Varane with an offside free kick. Rashford out wide here, but James gets a foot in. Mount back to Mendy. Garcia, Rice, Mendy, who launches a long one forward looking for Havertz. Havertz has won it, and Havertz is in, but Henderson getting a hand to it, and then it's cleared by the defender for a throw. And Fofana getting there before Fernandes. Rice, Chilwell, as we counter now. Chilwell on a bit of a run. In for Pulisic. Pulisic crosses it into the area. Oh, that looked like it was going over the line. It wasn't. Fofana, James, Kante. Kante crosses it for Pulisic. Couldn't find him. Chilwell, though, will come into the area. And he has a go. And it's gone over the top. Just a little bit of a flurry of excitement in the middle of that game. Manchester United having 7 shots, 1 on target. 0.48. We've had 5 shots, 2 on target, 0.44, 52% of the possession. It's even Stevens at half time. First highlight of this second half, 46 minutes on the clock. Manchester United having a throw in deep inside their own half, coming forward or trying to come forward. Nothing doing at the moment. Henderson, Martinez, Eriksen, Sterling cuts that one out. But there's a poor cross in the end. And they get away with it. Ronaldo goes out wide to Silas. And he's in the area. It's inside. And Mendy picks that off his line. We come back for our first changes. Nothing doing. We haven't really done anything since half time. Pretty poor. We're going to have a change around. And Barbosa is going to come on for Kai Havertz. Who's been poor up front. Mason Mount not having a great game either. Wondering whether we need to change it up. Mason Mount is a shadow striker. Pulisic as an inverted winger. On support. And Sterling is better as a winger on attack. Let's see if that does the trick. If not, we might have to. Declan Rice might have to come off as well for. Do we bring Kovacic on? Or Jorginho? In fact, we're going to make that change now. Kovacic, it's telling me. Kovacic will come on. And do we leave him as a deep line playmaker? Or do we set him as a Mazzala? Let's set him as a Mazzala and just see what happens in that central midfield. And Chilwell with a throw-in. Long throw to Barbosa. Barbosa not getting it. And didn't really try for it either. Very lazy. Fofana, Chilwell, Kante as we come forward. Kante looking for Barbosa. And Henderson making the save. Varane getting the ball away, but they could counter. Fofana with a free kick just inside our own half. Kante swings it out wide for Pulisic. Pulisic crosses the ball. Kante has a shot from distance, just wide. And they have a free kick just outside the penalty area. Danger area. 68 minutes on the clock. Fernandes. Oh, and it's gone in. Mendy got his hands to it, but it was too hard, and that man Fernandes has got him off the mark. 89 minutes on the clock. In fact, I think it will be 68 minutes. And you come back and join us for some more changes. We've already made changes. Otavio and, I think you saw Barbosa and Kovacic on. Otavio had to come on for not Declan Rice, for Raheem Sterling. Going to make our final couple of changes. Mason Mount is tired, but we don't have Otavio can play in that central midfield role. So I'm thinking that if we put Brozier in there, swap Brozier with Otavio, we might go back to our original formation as well. Brozier as an inside inverted winger. If I can get it to work. I always have trouble with this. Pulisic will put as an inside forward on attack. And I'm thinking Kovacic has come on, so we'll perhaps take Kante off and bring on who do we want to bring on? We want to bring Jorginho on. That's what I was thinking. Kovacic. Do we make him a Mazzala? We do. Do we make him a Mazzala on support or a Mazzala on attack? Let's make him a Mazzala on attack. They are our changes. And we've fallen to our second defeat in the Premier League in a row. Second defeat of the season. We've dropped down to 4th place, I think it was. 15 shots, 2 on target for Manchester United. One of those was a goal. 51% of the possession. We've had 9 shots, 3 on target. Not hitting the target. And 0.90 on the XG. 49% possession. Not a good day at the office, I don't think. And there is confirmation of us dropping down to 4th place. Behind Liverpool in 3rd now. And Manchester United in 2nd. I told you that they would leapfrog us. And they have leapt over us. Arsenal at top of the table. 3 points clear of Manchester United now. By virtue of their 2-1 win against Fulham. So they will be full of beans going into the next round of games. But we have a Champions League Group H second game coming up next against Napoli, of all people. That's 2. We're going to have to sort that out because we haven't scored in either of those games, which is really concerning. And that's the Garcia thingy gone for a Burton as well, hasn't it? He was playing in that one, wasn't he? Yeah, he was. Oh, well, that's that one blown out the window. Then Napoli then up next. They are currently second in the table in the Champions League thing. They drew 1-1 with Celtic in their first game. Napoli, who are currently 5th in Serie A. So that's where they are in Italy. Let's go and have a look at the team that will face Napoli. And so the team that will face Napoli in this second game of the Group H Champions League. Mendy in goal. Cucurella comes in on the left-hand side for Chilwell. Garcia and Fofana continue in that central defensive positions. James out on the right. Kovacic and Kante reacquaint themselves in midfield. Hudson-Odoi comes in on the left, albeit he can only play 45 minutes. Mount in central midfield. Sterling out on the right. Havertz up front. And then on the bench, it's Kepa, Koulibaly, Torreira, Barbosa, Chilwell, Jorginho, Broja, Chalobah, Octavio, Loftus-Cheek, Azpilicueta and Pulisic. And we get the Champions League overview. They are playing a 4-1-4-1 against our usual formation. As the teams enter the pitch, you will also see that we're playing in our orange tops, blue shorts. New kit put in by Kit Basher. And our first highlight comes 43 minutes into the game, and it's for Napoli. Mendy getting that ball. I'm hoping that's not going to be just the highlight. I'm sure something's going to come from this. Fofana, we have picked up a load of yellow cards. Fofana puts it out wide to Cucurella. Cucurella comes down this wing and loses the ball to Lozano. Lorenzo. Osimhen, I think, played for Manchester United last season. And Lorenzo's come off the post. And a question of, I thought the referee was calling for whether there was a penalty there or not, but it's not. Sterling highlight straight after, was still not getting it through. Missing out on that last third of the field. Osimhen heads that down to Lozano, and Osimhen's in, and we go behind after 44 minutes. That was a really strange highlight, but split our defence, and Mendy couldn't get his hand to it. And half-time has arrived. We've been poor in that first half. 3 shots, 2 on target, 0.16. We've had 53% of the possession. They have had 9 shots, 3 on target, 0.66, 47% of the possession. We need something else in the second half. And first highlight of this second half, Garcia heading it back to Mendy from the long throw. Fofana to James. James comes forward. No changes so far. Mount. Sterling. Sterling tries to get it in for Mount, but Mount's not wise to it. But Mount has won it back, and Havertz nearly had a goal there, but the goalkeeper was equal to it. And it goes out for a corner on that far side. Mason Mount will swing this corner in. Not had any goals from corners of late. Garcia to Mason Mount. Mason Mount loses out. James with a throw-in on this near side to Mason Mount. Mount crosses it wide, looking for, I'm not sure he was looking for. Kovacic is there. Cucurella, and they've won the ball back, have Napoli. Cucurella wins that ball. A little bit of indecisive by the defender, and he's in. Cucurella, come on. He's still making waves out of that far side. And Kovacic tried to get it through to Sterling, but it was a poor ball, all said and done. And they come away again on a counter-attack. We need to be careful. 1 goal won't make a lot of difference in the scheme of things, but Garcia winning that. Hudson-Odoi out on that far side. He's probably due to come off. Hudson-Odoi goes forward into the penalty area, but it's soft. Kante, yes! Kante gets his second goal of the season and brings us back level after 67 minutes. Hudson-Odoi, when he lost this ball in the penalty area, I thought, oh, that's the end of it. But it was a poor pass and Mount tidying up, and a lovely curled shot from Kante brings us back level. Highlight from kickoff before we could do any changes. Let's hope they don't get back so soon. Lanzo, it's crossed in. Oh, and a save by Mendy. It goes out for a corner. That man, Osimhen, is causing us all sorts of trouble on that far side. Ravella with the corner. Swung in, but Fofana's underneath it. Havertz heading it forward. Mason Mount will get there. And the ball has been given away again. Cheaply. Now we can do some changes. Let's see what we can do. Mason Mount hasn't had a bad game. Realistically. Raheem Sterling, I think. We will take him off. And we will bring on Broja or Otavio. Let's bring on Otavio out on this side. Attacking midfield wise, we've got Loftus-Cheek who could come in there. Okay, Mason Mount off for Loftus-Cheek. And I'm thinking we probably do need to bring off Hudson-Odoi because he's had more than his 45 minutes. So do we move Otavio over to this side? And we either bring on Barbosa. Let's bring on Barbosa for the moment. Let's change it. Hudson-Odoi for Gabriel Barbosa. Who's better as an inverted winger or inside forward? Inverted winger on this side. And we'll go inside forward on that side. We'll just do those three changes for the moment. And you come back. There's been no highlights in between. Reece James is tired. And we do have Azpilicueta on the bench. Azpilicueta comes on there. Right. I am thinking Havertz isn't playing particularly well up front. We'll put Barbosa in there. Otavio can come back over to the right. And what we will do is we will take Havertz off and bring on Pulisic. And I'm also thinking final change is a defender. Albeit Kante and Kovacic are both tired. Ooh, Kovacic. I might push my luck here. Jorginho can cut. You cannot make any more. We made 5 already. We've made 5 already. Okay. Okay. And we're into injury time at the end of this second half. 4 minutes of injury time. It's a 1-1 draw. I think we'll take that. And in the scheme of things, Kante getting us level after 67 minutes. We weren't really in this game. 9 shots, 5 on target. That wasn't bad. 0.77, 56% of the possession. They had 15 shots and they also had 5 on target, a 1.28. So that's how it is. Let's have a quick look and see how that leaves the table. And this is how Group H look after 2 games. We are top of the table, 4 points. Nice in second with 3 points. And Napoli are third with 2 points. Celtic with 1 point. I'm guessing. Where are we? Nice beat Celtic by 3 goals to 1. Delort, Diop and Attal the scorers in that one. Other notable scores: Hoffenheim and Barcelona drawing 1-1, Milan beating Ajax 3-0, Liverpool beating Red Star Belgrade by 3-1, Juventus beating Nordsjælland by 2-0. So that is how the Champions League has panned out on this occasion. That's pretty much it for this episode. We're going to come back for Liverpool and Celtic in the next episode, Liverpool Celtic, and then we will come back for Queen's Park Rangers and Celtic in the next episode, with the Brentford game sandwiched in between. Just a reminder of how the Premier League finished up, because there were games being played. We have dropped down to 6th place now, 12 points from 6. That's not the best. Arsenal top on 16 points, then Manchester City, Leicester and Manchester United on 13 points. Then come Liverpool, Chelsea on 12 points. And just behind us, Norwich and Tottenham on 10 points. And so on down through. Newcastle, Wolves and Crystal Palace still with only a point on the bottom of the table. Well, I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. If you have, don't forget to leave me that big thumbs up, subscribe and hit the notification button to keep up to date with all future episodes of this and new series as they are released. New episodes of Making Chelsea Stand Proud are currently released every Tuesday and Friday at 4:15 p.m. And if you want to keep up to date with what's happening on this channel and more, you need to follow me on Twitter at JustOffside2. We will be changing the schedule very slightly over the Christmas period. Everything will function as normal up until the Friday before Christmas, so Christmas Eve, as it is the 23rd of December. And then we will be coming back. We'll be taking a bit of a little break, as I think you'll be enjoying yourselves in the festivities. And we'll be back on the 27th. So instead of a Monday, Tuesday episodes that week, it'll be a Tuesday, Wednesday episode till the end of the week. And then we'll back to normal New Year week, because New Year's Day obviously is on the Sunday, but we have a bank holiday on the Monday, but we'll be back for that. Anyway, I will bring you up to date with that on the next episode for sure. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you for the next episode. It'll be episode 26. It's out on Monday. Until then, I wish you a very good weekend. Until then, goodbye.